I want to welcome you to this 8th session of Destination Transformation. I'm your navigational guide, DrLaVerne Adams, and I am so excited to travel this road with you to your relationships. And as we travel this journey together, I want to show you how to make some electric connections. During this session, you'll have the opportunity to think more critically about your connections, and you'll also have the opportunity and a chance to assess all of the associations that you have in your life. As you take the time to make these assessments, you'll be better able to determine whether each relationship is an asset or a liability. Be honest and determine if your important relationships add to you or whether or not they subtract from you. Could you imagine what your life would be like if you had a mutually beneficial, loving, caring relationship in your life? Many people only dream to find this kind of relationship and the right person that can support them along the way. During this session, I'm going to help you understand how important it is to be more discerning about the company you keep, because this is so critical because your future depends on it. And I want you to learn how to literally attract the right people into your life. I want you to discover how to be intentional about choosing the people who have the capacity to support you on your journey toward fulfilling your destiny. And I'm going to show you how to be ready when these people come into your life. It was Lois Wise who said, "A good friend is a connection to life, a tie to the past, a road to the future, and the key to sanity in a totally insane world." I love that saying because what it does, it shows us the power of what a good friend and a good connection can have for us. This good friend could be a connection to life, a tie to the past, a tie to the present, a tie to the future, but also help us to have someone to bounce ideas off of, and to have sanity checks to help us know we're not crazy. Most times when we think about relationships, though, we think about dating and we think about marriage, and these are more than casual acquaintances, and they shouldn't be taken lightly. They can either make you or they can break you. In order for you to see a total life transformation, you must also remember the importance of your business relationships and your connections to your colleagues. The right friendships can make an indelible impression on your life and have a tremendous impact on your future. And so it's very important for you to take note of the people that you choose to interact with, because they will have a direct impact on your success in life. And it's the people that you spend the most time with that will determine the outcomes in your life. And you should never, ever, ever take any of your connections lightly. It's critical to your future that you make the best possible relationship choices. And too often we choose casually, and we take people that come and go in our lives for granted, and we expect that those people will support us and they will help us to fulfill our dream. But as you and I know, that's not always the case. And this is why we need to be intentional to choose the people we believe will respect our outcomes, respect and celebrate our potential, and support the direction that our lives are headed. In other words, on this road to your relationships, I want you to use a technique in properly choosing the companions that you have in your life now and in your future. This is going to mean developing new skills to help you make the right choices so that you can have those people that you need in your life when you need them to be available to support you. And the technique is now that you would set the criteria in advance for the people that you're going to need along the way. And so I want you to begin to think about the qualities that you need, the qualities that it's going to take, the people that you need to have, the qualities of the people, the kinds of people that you're going to need in your life in order to help you move forward. When we talk about this intentionality, I want you to think, keep this in mind, that you have the power to be more discerning about the company you keep. And then as you begin to make this list, you're going to literally attract these people into your life. I want to show you, at this time, I'm showing you how to make an assessment. Think about right now, before you make the list, think about the people that are in your life right now. I want you to think about how they add to you and add to your future. I want you to think about and be honest. Take each person individually. Does this person add to me? Or do they subtract to me? Are they here to support me? Are they here to take away the success that I've already achieved? And these are hard questions that we have to ask. This is a hard assessment because sometimes we get stuck in a comfort zone and we feel like we want to be with this person forever, but this person may not be ready, willing, or able to support you in your future. And you have to be willing to make the tough decisions on whether or not this person can continue to be in your life. And this assessment is really quite simple when you start to begin to recognize whether or not this person is an asset. Does this person help you and support you with your goals, your dreams, and help you to fulfill your heart's desire? Does this person bring you ideas to help you move forward with your dreams and goals? That person, if they do that, is an asset to you. And what a gift you have in that person. On the other hand, there may be people in your life that you can label as liabilities. What do I mean by that? These people don't do anything but tear you down, tear down your dreams, try their best to get in the way of your progress, and sometimes we try to keep them in our lives only because we've known them for a long time. We don't want to hurt their feelings and we want to help them. Well, you know, some people you can't help. And I want to recommend that the first person you help is yourself. And even the airlines know what that's about because they tell us in the event of an emergency, put on the mask on yourself first. Get the oxygen you need first and then go and help other people. And right now, as you're on your journey to totally transform your life, as we travel this road to your relationships, you have to look at yourself first. You cannot be a good friend to anybody if you're not the best friend to yourself. And do yourself a favor and do the hard work necessary and remove the people who have become liabilities and become a weight and an obstacle to you to move forward. This is probably the hardest thing that you can ever do. But if you want to see a total transformation in your life, it starts with the people that you spend your time with. And determine whether those people are assets, are liabilities, if they add to you or if they subtract from you. And once you do that, you'll be amazed and surprised how much lighter you feel. The weight of those relationships suddenly is removed from your life, and now you have more energy and more time to move forward with the things that you really love and really enjoy. And suddenly, when you go do those things you really love and enjoy, new people come on the scene and new people come to support your efforts and your endeavors. It is critically important that you're intentional right now to choose the right people that come into your life. And so take this opportunity now and begin to write a list of qualities that you would like to see in the people that you want to spend the rest of your life with as you move forward into your future. I want you to you may have to turn off the tape, but take a minute and start to create a list of the qualities of people who you are looking for as a companion to share your journey, whether it's a colleague, whether it's a business person, and you want to put those people in their particular categories. So this technique now will allow you to see firsthand what it is that you desire in your life, personally and professionally. And I want you to make that list and begin to use this technique to shape the companions and the people who you want to see come into your life. And as you do that, what you're doing is you're literally setting criteria for who comes in and who goes out of your life. So right now, make a list of the qualities of the people you want to see. It doesn't matter how long or how short the list is. All that matters is that you make an honest assessment and that you do and you write the list for the people that you want to see, not what other people want to see, but what you want to see happen in your life. And then begin to look for these qualities in the people that you have already associated yourself with. This is how you're going to determine whether or not these people are assets or liabilities. This is how you're going to determine whether or not these people add to you or take away from you. And if the qualities that you long for are in the people that you surround yourself with, then they're keepers. Keep them around for as long as possible, and be sure to nurture your relationships and add to the relationship bank, the emotional bank that keep these people growing and loving and caring in your life. And sometimes what we do is we have people in our lives that we continue to make withdrawals from, but we haven't made enough deposits. And so if we want friends, we have to be friendly. We have to first show ourselves to be friendly. We have to nurture relationships. We have to be giving. And when we're giving and loving and caring and sharing with our relationships, then you can expect those relationships to reciprocate. And if they do not, it's time to let it go. Let those people go that are not willing to engage with you in a mutually beneficial relationship. I give you permission to release the people who do not add to you, who are liabilities, who are a weight to you, who subtract from you, who take away from you. They serve no purpose in your future. And if those people do not line up with those qualities that you listed on that piece of paper in your Destination Transformation Workbook, you need to renegotiate those relationships. I give you absolute permission to renegotiate a relationship with people who do not serve the purpose for your growth and development. And I want to encourage you, and this may sound strong, but do not allow those people back into your inner circle, because what they will do is they will erode your self-confidence. They will tear down your self-consciousness, because they're not adding to you, they're not supporting to you, they're not causing you to grow and develop, and they are actually working against you as you work to transform your life. And so I know this is hard work, and it's probably the most important work that you can do as you, after you work on yourself, as you endeavor to transform your life. You're only as good as the company you keep. And too many people make the assumptions that people are in their life, that they will support them and they will help them. And this is particularly important when it comes to mates and marriage and relationships. We make the assumption that people will support us professionally and personally, but we can see from the high rates of divorce in America that that's not always the case, because sometimes two people may be married, but they're not necessarily on the same page. And although you may have two people who connect and choose to be married, they could be distinctly moving in two opposite directions. And you know what? That's not all totally bad if you have the foresight ahead of time, if you've done your work ahead of time and you've come to the understanding in advance that this is what we're going to be doing, and you have made an agreement and a commitment to that, and each partner is willing to accept the mate to grow and develop in whatever way they choose. This is the foundation of a long, loving, lasting relationship. And this is why it's important for us to understand this, because there's so many marriages that are unsuccessful, and that over half of them end in divorce. And the reason is because two people come together to merely be in an arrangement, not necessarily a covenant. It's important to understand the difference between a covenant and a contract. A covenant is a commitment that you make until death do you part. And this is what marriage should embody. And this